In the late summer of 1951, under the wide and open skies of West Texas, something unusual began to appear over the city of Lubbock. At first, it was just another quiet evening. The air was still. The stars were clear. And a group of professors from Texas Technological College were gathered outside, casually discussing research and the warm August night. Then, without warning, they saw them. A formation of bright lights, perfectly arranged in a V-shape, moving silently across the sky. They were not blinking like aircraft. They made no sound. And they moved with unusual speed and precision. These were not random observers. The men who witnessed the phenomenon were trained scientists, experts in geology, engineering, and chemistry. People accustomed to careful observation. People who understood the difference between imagination and evidence. And they were certain of one thing: what they had just seen did not behave like anything they recognized. Over the next several nights, the lights returned. Witnesses described them as round, slightly bluish-green, glowing objects flying in tight formation. Some estimated there were 20 or more at a time. Others said the pattern shifted subtly, but always maintained a structured alignment, almost disciplined. The lights would appear suddenly, glide silently overhead, and then disappear into the darkness. Word spread quickly through Lubbock. Soon, ordinary citizens began looking up at the night sky, hoping to see what the professors had described. And many did. On August 30th, a young college student named Carl Hart Jr. stepped into his backyard with a simple 35mm Kodak camera. When the lights appeared once again in their now familiar formation, he began snapping photographs. He captured multiple images, blurry, yes, but unmistakable. A curved line of glowing light stretching across the sky. Those photographs would soon be published in the local newspaper, and then picked up nationwide. For the first time, the mysterious formation over Lubbock was not just a story, it was visual. The United States Air Force took notice. At the time, UFO sightings were being formally investigated under what was known as Project Blue Book. The officer assigned to review the case traveled directly to Lubbock to interview witnesses and examine the photographs. What made this case stand out was not just the images. It was the credibility. Educated observers. Multiple sightings. Consistent descriptions. And physical photographic evidence. After reviewing the case, the Air Force suggested a possible explanation. Migrating birds, specifically, plovers flying at night, their undersides reflecting the new streetlights recently installed in Lubbock, that it was a rational explanation. But many witnesses rejected it. They insisted the lights moved too fast. Too smoothly. Too uniformly. And birds do not maintain such precise, geometric formations without breaking pattern. Adding to the mystery, other residents reported seeing something even stranger around the same period: a large, silent, wing-shaped object moving across the sky without engine noise. No contrails. No sound. Just motion. Officially, much of the case was categorized as explained, or at least likely explained. Unofficially, doubts remained. Even within military records, parts of the event were listed as unknown. And so, the Lubbock Lights quietly became one of the earliest and most compelling UFO cases of the Cold War era. It wasn't dramatic like Roswell. It wasn't massive like the Phoenix Lights. But it had something unique: scientists, photographs, and silence. More than 70 years later, the debate continues. Were they birds reflecting city lights, a secret military experiment, or something moving through the Texas sky that we still cannot explain? On warm nights in West Texas, When the air is still and the stars stretch endlessly overhead, some people still look up, wondering if the formation might return. And if it does, will we be ready to understand it?